Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to iTouch App Reviewers. So there's a lot of stories to go over today, actually 4 different stories, plus I want to throw in one other thing about an update for one of our XXX Tentacion videos. So if you don't remember, I actually decided to, in that video at the end, kind of throw in one of X's songs, and it got, copyright claimed, whatever, and so I guess all the ad money was going to his producer or company, whatever. So that's fine. But then it actually got blocked worldwide, as you guys can see from these screenshots. And so the video was pretty much not viewable anywhere. So I went ahead and removed the audio. So the end of the video doesn't have any audio, but at least you guys can watch the video now. It did get demonetized, but I actually reapplied for it. So who knows if it'll get it, who cares? But at least the video's up so you guys can see it. Anyways, on to the news stories. So in an effort to not make this video too long today, I'm going to do my best to just kind of drill through these to give you guys all the latest news because yesterday did not put up a video. Here we are today. So Appleseed's third beta of iOS 12 to developers. If you're a developer, you guys can go update right now. Now, if you're on the public beta, as I am, tomorrow would be the natural day to kind of release this, but being that tomorrow is 4th of July, I doubt that they'll be releasing that tomorrow, just because, a lot of people will be off. Probably almost everyone from Apple will be off. So with that in mind, we're thinking maybe Thursday, but we'll have to see. This could kind of like mix things up, so we're not sure. It's hard for me to make a prediction on this one. I'm usually pretty spot on, but this one's kind of tough because of the holiday. But anyways, there's some great new features in this. I actually think this is why my other video, the last video that we uploaded, is blowing up, because we talked about Apple Maps getting an update. Well, in this beta right now, if you guys update to it, to beta 3, you guys can see just how much more detailed the maps are. So if you guys didn't know, Apple used TomTom for maps previously, and now moving forward, they're using their own. They're building it from the ground up. It's going to be much better, supposedly, and hopefully it'll get a better reputation, because Apple Maps right now is pretty much a joke to most people. I think as soon as they get that and like better traffic information, it'll be spot on. I don't absolutely love the interface of Apple Maps. I know it's kind of polarizing. A lot of people love it. Some people hate it. I'm closer to the hate it. It's just too simplistic, and it just moves around too much. Like when you try to press a button, there's like too much animation and stuff. I wish they'd simplify it a little. Google Maps is not perfect either, but I hope it gets a little bit of an update. It probably won't, but it'd be nice if it did. There's been some Memoji changes, like when you're editing them, it's a little bit bigger and easier to see. You can swipe notifications away. You couldn't do that before on beta 2. There's just been some updates here. I'll scroll down through some of these just so you guys can see them. There's a new Share My Location under iCloud. So if you long press on an iPad to clear all your notifications, you don't have to 3D touch. Obviously you can't 3D touch on an iPad, which just hints more and more at, the next iPhones, maybe that rumor being true that they won't have 3D touch. But anyways, if you guys have developer account, you guys can go download that. If not, we'll have to wait and figure out when the public beta will be live. Of course, I'll be making a video on that, so subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you guys don't miss it. All right, new evidence in iOS 12 of Apple's upcoming iPad with Face ID. So Steve today shared a new evidence in iOS 12 that Apple is closer to launching an iPad with Face ID. The well-known developer discovered an iPad-ready implementation of Avatar Kit, the software framework that Apple's Animoji feature relies on. So you guys can see it's kind of like stretched out and stuff, but obviously it's for an iPad. That's pretty cool. We are pretty sure that it's going to be getting Face ID and everything, so why not bring over Animoji? This is a concept of what the next iPad could look like. It looks pretty good. There are bezels, but again, you've got to be able to hold this thing, so it makes sense. So that's that. All right, next up, this is kind of just a public service announcement. Some third-party email apps let employees read user emails. So I don't want to go too deep into this, but just know if you are connecting with another app that's not the native mail application or the Gmail app or whatever. So if you're accessing Gmail through like an app like, what was this one called? Like Edison? Yeah, Edison. That third party obviously can get into your email because you have to sign in and use their client, but Gmail actually allows third parties to go through your stuff basically. So if you guys want to read more about it, go through this story and read about it. This is why I stick to the basics, Apple Mail app. If you're going to use Gmail, you can use a Gmail app. I think it's just good to kind of stay informed, because Gmail doesn't let they don't have their bots reading emails anymore, supposedly. I know they used to do that, but last year I think they said they stopped. But the fact that they're allowing third parties to kind of go in there and read your email, that's creepy. So just be advised if you use a third party email app. All right, a possible benchmark for A12 processor from 2018 iPhone surfaces featuring 10% faster speeds, 4 gigs of RAM. Let me just go out and say, I'm going to say this is more than likely fake. The reason I'm saying that is because the A11 chip right now can get speeds pretty close to this, like 4,300, and some people even get 4,600 on an iPhone 8. I've seen that. multi-core scores. Some people are getting like 10,000, 600, 800, I think. I think this is probably fake, but it's probably not the next A12 processor. A lot of people are saying it's either fake or they're saying it's a brand new 6.1-inch iPhone that's not underclocked. Like they've unleashed a little bit more of the processor for it. Maybe it's, you know, doing something less processor intensive so it can push all this power towards the GeekBench. Maybe it's just more optimized. So we'll have to see about that. That's more likely, in my opinion. Assuming this isn't fake, it's probably one of the new iPhones coming this year, like the LCD 6.1 inch. So it's probably just an A11 chip. I think the A12 chip will have better than 10% faster processor speeds, but that's just my prediction. And lastly here, Apple's rumored 18-watt USB-C iPhone power adapter prototype shown off in new photos. So as you can see, this is the prototype, assuming it's real. It's very hard to verify these because these are so easily faked. The Chinese market just has tons of fakes of the actual wall adapters, so you can imagine how easy it is to fake this. It's cool that Apple's going to be possibly throwing in a fast charger. We've reported on this before. We think it will be in the next one, but we'll have to see. Cool that they're doing this though, so that we don't have to go out and buy, you know, extra chargers, because, you know, that's a pain in the ass when you spend $1,000 on a phone. So anyways, that's all I got for this video, guys. Lots of stuff to go over, lots of editing for me to do for this video. If you liked it, hit it with a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that little bell icon so you don't miss any more videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.